Season. What's going on, my bro? What's going on? What's going on? Feel like crap today, man. 0.06. Okay. Things are good. What the heck? Testing today, man, because I see a couple things. Well, it's only the DNT. The green finger leather is closed already for a couple days, but I think it's only one reason because of that. The green star polyp is closing, and I think it's that freaking damsel, man. I mean, the damsel, the angelfish. He's being a little, because every time I add something in there, I mean, every time I move the fish, it start like the reef start behaving not the way it's supposed to. So that's the only reason. I think that's the only reason why things are not opening. And yeah, I'm gonna have to kill that mother flower. But levels are good. We got 12.2 for nitrates, so a little high, but I want to bring it down to 8 around there and keep it there. Phosphate 0.06, that's good for me, and alkalinity 8.4. So we're in a good spot right now, Mr. DKH. So nitrates are good. Boom. Phosphates are good. Boom. You see what having good, how can I say it better? Good habits, let you know with the test. Every time you test, you're always gonna get the similar numbers. So that's why I do what I do every day. I test the reef, make sure, well, not everything, but I continue with my maintenance. I continue with feeding the same amount. Everything be cool, man. Everything be the same. Sandbed a little bit brown today. That's been happening on and off, so nothing I can do about that. But things are good, man. Things are good, other than for the past days, the green finger leather and the GSP started closing a little bit, but I think it's that freaking angelfish, man. Has to be. Because ever since I moved them to that tank, it was going to be, time was going to tell what was going to happen. And I know he's the only one that I just added there. I don't think the damsel is going to bother two big corals. It is what it is, man. So can't wait to set our Reef Cubes tank so I can get that fish out of there again. Keep them moving them around. Sometimes it's bad to go with fish that you really love, because I really love that fish. I do love it. It's a nice little angelfish, but it comes with a price. Same thing with flame angels. Same thing with all, mostly all the angelfish. It comes with a price, and it's up to us if we want to deal with that crap. If we're willing to sacrifice a couple corals just to keep one alive. Just to keep a fish alive, or just to keep a fish. And right now, I'm kind of regretting getting that fish. Like I say, he was the last one I added to the DNT, so I moved from the 40 because I started seeing polyps close. And he's out of here, now polyps are back open. I put them in the DNT, now I'm seeing corals closing, so that gotta be, because my level doesn't change. So he's the problem. He's the problem, so I gotta do something about him. Now the other corals that are checking out on me, I mean, that's out of my expertise of reefing. There's nothing I can do about that. Only frag them and hope that piece that I frag it gets healthy and grow back nicely. I know the faster was my fault for putting it too close to the anemone. The anemone stung it, and now halfway is dying. So I guess the colony stress. So I'm probably gonna have to frag it. That way it go in how you say it, in saving the colony mode. Cause that's what those type of any coral do. You know, when they stress, they go in saving mode. So hopefully that's gonna happen to that one. The candy cane still hanging in there. The chalice is not looking good. That part that was kind of bleach is showing the skeleton. So that's another one that I don't know what the heck. Yeah. The stylos are still good, the ones that I still have in this tank. So yeah, I mean, everything else is good. It's only one acro. Ever since I got it had a spot. The pollen were coming out. It kept growing and growing, but I know it has a disease. It has to have a disease. I'm just gonna frag it again, the healthy part of it, and then regrow it again. What exactly disease it is, I don't know, but it's the only one. It's been like that ever since I got it. Ever since it started growing, I don't know if it was the fish picking at it and it got stressed out. I don't know, maybe it's a bug in there. It's only like that acro. Yeah, that's about it, man. That's about it. So how you guys doing today? Salty Reef, the Reef Rican. What's going on, brothers? Yeah, man. You know, another day in the reef. Everything is cool, the same. Nothing had changed. I was just testing the tank just in case there's something off. But it has to be that fish, man. So I got two fish that I gotta either get rid of them or move. One is that nasal tank. It's gonna grow to a size that he's not gonna be able to fit in that tank. And Dwarf Angel, well, I'm gonna hold on to him until I set up that other 20 gallons. Oh man, the struggle doesn't end. Watching from work. Ooh, wow, 81 degrees, that's crazy. Wow. I mean, my tank got to that temperature when we had the transformer that blew up. Wow. Everything is okay though? Yeah, this thing with the weather, right? It's crazy because, like I was saying the other day, it takes so long for us to get these tanks to where they get. You know what I'm saying? To like myself to this level of reefing, you know, having things thriving and looking good, and then a heat wave or something happen and everything is gone. That's not a good feeling, man. You know, I need to start putting myself in positions. Like, you know, like I said with the fish, it's a fish that I like, but is it gonna be going to reef tank? I mean, no. Why? The description say it, or the care for the fish say it. Reef compatible with caution. So there we go. That's what I get. Very aggressive. I didn't know that part of that fish. Even though right now he's getting put on his plate by the clownfish, but and the nasal is not. That's a different story. that's a different story. But like I said, I need to stop putting myself in certain situations because the clowns, after I had them in a quarantine tank, put them back in the reef, and they got the disease again. Why? Because I didn't treat the reef tank. I only treat the clowns in the quarantine tank. So that's my fault. KP, what's going on, brother? So I hope my struggles help you guys not to do the same thing, you know, because that's basically what I'm going through now. I gotta set up that quarantine tank again, move the clowns, treat both tanks at the same time, set up that 20-gallon, put the angelfish in that tank, and watch how he behave with different corals as I put them in there. If I'm gonna keep them, but even though I love the little guy so much, it's one of my favorite fish of angelfish. I probably end up getting rid of them. Sadly, you know, bring them back to the LFS, get some credit, or just donate it. I just can't have nothing. You know, there's so many other fish. There's so many other fish that they reef compatible, they peaceful, and I can have in the tank. Sadly, angels are like that. It's some angels that are reef safe, but I just don't like the colors. That's not my cup of tea. So it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I got so much going on at work. Then I come home and I think about all this stuff, and I be like, why you put yourself in that position? Why you keep doing it to yourself? Crazy. Oh, everything's fine. Good, 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 good. Yeah. Well, things here been coded, man. Like I said, just notice those couple things going on with some corals, and I gotta say, man, I just get lazy sometimes. Wait too long to either dip corals. Could dip help help corals heal or get better again. Um, Fragging them help corals also. So don't know. Shoot. But right now, you know, just keep my fingers crossed. If I frag them, they're gonna be good. That's exactly what I'm gonna do tonight, no matter what time. I got a frag that's a fast draw. Hopefully, I could just get one piece and not a couple pieces, because I don't want to have frags all over the place. I do want to have a tank dedicated for that. Probably once I move everything to a bigger tank, then the DNT is gonna become a frag tank, just a frag tank. Probably remove the sand, or just keep it natural. Keep the sand just um, for bacteria to colonize and grow in there, and keep everything stable. And just put a rack in there and just grow coral. I mean, even though this systems, I consider them frag tanks at the same time, because it's not my dream tank, if you know what I mean. So I just gonna grow things here and learn with all this stuff that's going on. The nasal tank is on my wish list for the new tank. Nice, nice. Yeah, man, I love the fish. It's beautiful, but it's just the fact that I don't have a big tank. And then I do live on the first floor, but if I put a big tank, like let's say 150 gallon and up, I gotta fix the floor or put some supports there. But I just facing reality right now. I know I cannot keep the fish. I know I'm not setting that bigger tank in no time soon. I know I gotta settle the quarantine tank. I know I gotta cut some corals. It's gonna be sad cutting that acro. But today I noticed the whatever disease that one got is spreading a little bit. It's not, some acros are really bumpy, and that one has the kind of in the base. It's kind of soft, not bumpy like the rest. So before it keeps spreading more, first it was a little tiny piece, and then now today I just saw a little more. I also gotta check all the things. You cannot go just by it's a pass in the tank or stuff like that. You gotta check everything. Magnets, um, your RODI water. Even though I'm probably gonna get a TDS meter just separate from the RODI system, so I can also test like that and see if I'm getting zero. Cause I get zero in my RODI, but it can be that. Maybe a piece of metal fell in the sump somewhere. You never know. You never know. It's things that you never know, and you be like, oh, this is why. Maybe it was that like Oscar say. Maybe it was the freaking salt that I've been using. Even though I see good reaction in certain corals, that doesn't mean that all of them are loving it. So maybe it can be that. The switch from salt from a natural, supposedly Pacific Ocean salt water to homemade salt water. So it could be that, the changes that I've been doing. That's why some corals may be checking out. When everything was good, when I was just using the reef crystal, if you know what I mean. So, John Silva, my brother, was cooking. So yeah, man. So this is all the things I ask myself when I see all these things happening. What did I change? What am I doing differently? And it's that I changed using. I'm using 2 different salt instead of 1. Different levels. That's one thing. I mean, even though when I do the water change, only 5 gallons, and it doesn't change much at all. It doesn't change at all. But I don't know what other stuff are in that water. I don't know. So yeah, it's a thing that I gotta take in consideration and think about it real good. I already did last water change. I did it with good salt. No, not good salt. With the salt that I've been using, reef crystals. And I'm gonna continue doing it like that. I'm about to set up a 5-gallon bucket, do another one, and frack some corals. I gotta set up another cut washer. That's another thing I've been doing. Yeah, I don't tell you guys. I was only using one type now, since you see, when you try to do things in a rush, you gotta stay with one thing, and that I think that's what's creating this little situation in the tank. So, and the reason why I did it was because the bulk resupply cut washer clears faster than the Cal Plus 2. So when I went to Florida, that's when everything changed. So that's where the problem started. Me being lazy, you could say, grabbing water that's already made and going for the easy one instead of just keep using the one that I've been using, which is Cal Plus 2. It's adding magnesium, it's adding all this strontium, all this other stuff that probably the tank is missing right now. And that's why some of those corals are checking out. So yeah. And now, like I said last time, when When I saw a couple things not working out, it's going back to basics. When I was using supposedly better salt, like Red Sea, didn't work for me. The way that people claim to work for them, so it's going back to basics. So we'll see how those things are going to turn around. If they turn around, then that was the case. That was the problem. Stop doing speedy mode. Keep doing what you're doing and don't change it. And if you change it, don't change it too fast. You gotta go slow. I think that's the problem. That is the problem. Because I know there's also a stop on coral growth. They are growing, but not as fast as they were growing when I started using the reef crystals. I saw an explosion of growth. When I was using just the Plus 2, I saw a difference. So, yeah, I think those are the problems. BK, Reef Q in the building. But yeah, like I said last time, now because things look good, that means everything is good. So, but at least I know what's the problem. Has to be all that. Has to be all that. My levels haven't changed. My tank being stable. That's the question that I keep asking myself. What is changing in the tank? These corals, because I love those corals. If I got them here, it's because I like those corals. Especially like the Amelia Shower Safe Faster. I love that coral. Because of that coral, I got that stain on my overflow. Because of that coral, I got a chunk of glue in there. So imagine how much I like that coral for me to make that ugly stain on the overflow box. I mean, because I like that coral. And it's going to be sad, like at one point it was dying on me and I brought it back. So I don't want it to die completely. So it's time to save some corals. They are checking out. And I bet you if I continue doing what I was doing, going back to my basics, they're gonna make it. The problem is not me dipping them. I think that's not the problem. That's not the problem. It's all the little changes I made because they're not stable. It's not the changes that I made is not stable. Either I use one time cold water from Buckwheat Supply, or I use one time the Plus 2, or I use one time water from my bucket, or I go buy water that's already made. So you tell me what's the problem, Hector? You the problem. Kenny, quick pass through. Thank you, bro. Right? Do you guys agree with me? Anybody agree with what I'm doing is wrong? Because I thought about it. When I was talking to Oscar, to Insane Reefer, he told me, Hector, you haven't think about maybe it's when you change the salt. And from there, forget it. It just started like bothering my head. I said, maybe he's right. Maybe he's right. What else did you change? I kept asking myself, what else did you change? Oh man, you guys didn't know I changed a lot of stuff. I be changing a lot of stuff, man. So that's all, man. Need to create back my stability on my tank. When it comes to, I will say trace elements, because that's probably the problem in some of the corals. Trace elements that are missing. I don't want to go that route doing ICP tests. Why? Because I'm kind of like more the old school reefer kind of guy mentality. Back in the days, they didn't use none of that BS. So I don't want to go, no offense to my boy insane reefer that he's doing that now. You know, he did his ICP and he's fixing whatever is wrong in his tank. But I don't got the time for that. You know, if the salt set is it has it, for me, my way of thinking is continue water changes. It will fix all those levels. Not now that you cannot put a little extra on the side. But for me, it's too stressful. You know, well, not stressful, too much work. You know, for with all the stuff that we gotta watch out for, and then on top of that, we gotta go for trace elements, minor elements. No, that's too much for me. So, yeah. But he's right. Ever since I changed my salt thing, then some things started like, what are you doing here, boy? No, Euphilia still good. Look at this coral, man. This thing is what pisses me off when I see stuff like this. It's showing skeleton already. That one is completely checking out. Only part alive is the bottom of it. This one, halfway gone after it got stung by the nymph. My green finger leather is closed. That has to be that freaking angelfish. My GSP in the back also is kind of closed. I don't think it's the flow in the tank. Yeah. Trying to see if I see anything else here or not. Not looking good at all. But yeah, the acro that I'm talking about is that one over there. If you guys look at that one in the middle, it don't look the same as the rest of the body. Hard to see because it's far away. Some other corals look good though. Can't complain about those others. For me, growing acros or sticks or whatever you want to call these, for me it was an impossible task. I said I will never get there. Every time I bought one, it used to die on me. I said, man, here we go again. But no, even boogers, I could keep them alive. The garf is doing good. This one has some interesting colors. Hard to see it with this freaking lens, but has some nice colors. Look at that acorn. I gotta kill that aptasia over there too. Oh. Only got one aptasia in this tank. I had two, but I killed one. So what's my thought? So what's your thought on scrubber versus refugium? Well, for me, refugium, for me, and for stories that I heard before. For me, refugiums is kind of like you know, like to remove nutrients and phosphates and all that. You can control it a little better than a scrubber because you can remove certain amount of algae. If you study your refugium and you know, okay, I remove this much, it's gonna be pulling this much. Um, I heard algae scrubber they pull stuff like really quick. It could drain your phosphate like really quick. So I did have one, and yeah, I bottom out my phosphates and my nitrates. So I don't use it no more. It was a really nice one and really tiny. You'll be surprised what a really freaking tiny algae scrubber can do. But they both work, you know, as long as you manage how much light you give it, so how much algae is gonna grow on it, and that all depending how much you feed the tank, how high you want your nutrients. So, but I like both type of filtration. They good, especially you know the algae scrubber help not not for you to grow nuisance algae inside the tank, but also the refugium. And I try on the refugium, I try both ways: 24-hour light cycle versus like opposite light cycle on the tank. And right now I'm running 24 hours. That light don't turn off for nothing. So you know, it's more it comes what you're trying to achieve, if you know what I mean. If you want low nutrients or zero and you control them yourself, you can have both. I mean, at one point I had both running, and I think this is why I bottom everything out. Only reef you can be in blue, not BK chick. But since you know that, like I say, that's I don't know like super much about it. I just always love the refugium. You know, different algae you can grow in there, the microfauna that lives in there. It helps feed the tank, believe it or not. So that even though don't get me wrong, even though the algae scroll is also one time I think I have a video here where I pull all the algae out of the algae scroll that I had, and it was like, oh my god, thousands and thousands of copepods living in there. And I see all this thing once I scrape it, and I did it on the sun, and I see the sun shining, all the little things move. I said, what the heck is that? Once I dip, I dose them back in the tank. Hello, Mom, Amy, and Mom. Hi. So it all depends, you know. When it comes to algae scrubber versus refugium, all depends. Uh, I just like more of the refugium. Well, my algae scrubber either. But probably, if I ever put a algae scrubber back in the tank, has to be because things are bigger and I need to feed more. So my refugium is not doing what I need to do. So maybe I need to basically up my filtration. But for now, you know, it's like you gotta grow with the tank. So you see what things are happening in the tank, and you need to upgrade equipment because corals are bigger. You gotta feed more. Blah 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 blah. 11 people on a Tuesday night. Surprise, right? Yeah, people always come and go, man. I appreciate every person that popped through at least for a couple seconds. Yeah, look at him. Look at him. Look at him picking. Look at him picking. Look at him. He's picking at the Gorgonian. Look at him picking. Oh my god, I'm gonna kill that fish. Watch him, watch him. Watch. Let's zoom in. Let's put it on the spot. Look at him, look at him. Picking at the Gorgonian, mother flower. Mother flower. Now he's picking at the Monty on the sandbed. Bro, you wanna die? Or you just hungry? That's the problem. Alright, you just hungry. But you want to die. That's another problem you got. You already ate earlier. Oh, just so the scissor basilic, he's still alive. I know you guys are still hungry. Give me a sec. Flakes. That's what you guys getting today. Yes, flakes. Corn flakes. And that's it. You guys on a diet today. Oh man. Started building the cabinet for my Apex today. Getting closer every day. It's always fun, bro. I envy you right now that I gotta wait to buy the stand, and I gotta do the measurements, bring some plywood from work. But have fun all the way through. Ain't that crazy, right? How much, like when we start building something, I don't know if you like me, but even if I get one screw in, I sit back. You know, if I can complete what I'm trying to do, but I put one screw in, I sit back and just watch it and stare at it all night long, bro. I take pictures, I take them to bed, and I'm just looking at it, like getting my mind thinking of what to do next, you know, and how make it better if I gotta do some correction in whatever I'm building. But that's how this system, that's how I did the system. When I first started this system, I built the tank, I did everything, and then I put it down. I didn't mess with it no more. So it was in the basement for like a year. And then I said, okay, it's finally to build it. Nice. Yeah, I'm next on that. I'm still gonna do couple on the side before I get there to the dream tank, but it's worth it, man. Look at this too. Stop fighting, man. Any little thing you complete on a new build is a milestone. It's a progress that you do on it, you be like, oh, okay, I'm getting there. When I look at this system now, and I look at John Silver's system, I said, damn, I should have went with a 75 instead of 40. But the reason why I didn't do the 75 was where I was before. I couldn't do that. But now I got the 75 there. So last night, I'm gonna show you what I did last night when I finished the stream. This is what I do when I finish. Blue lights are on. I sit right there, put on those glasses. I just stare at the tank. But kept seeing this thing. It was 2 frags of these. So what I did, I grabbed one of those Caribbean Aquarium Supply. I don't know what to call that, but let's call it a little stage. And I glue both DJs in there. They both the same, so I said, you know what, I'm gonna just have 1 frag instead of 2. Because yeah, it's good always to have 1 or 2 for a reefing friend, but right now I only have 1 here close to me. And the other one that I do have close to me, I do not trust his riffing skills, because everything I had given him, he had killed. So no more given to him. Wow, look at the colors on this one. Finally the blue's coming out light. Why you don't get like that? The whole thing. Get the whole thing blue. That's a Superman Monty. Turn dark on me. I don't want to turn that nice light blue or royal blue. Hopefully it will. I gotta continue bringing down those phosphates and nitrates. Oh, so this is the coral that I'm talking about. Look at the base a little right there. You see it? It's kind of polyps right there, but they not completely out like the top. It's not as bumpy as the top. So what I'm planning to do is, hold on, let me zoom out. Is chop here, maybe chop this one and chop the other one, and leave the base by itself. I'm gonna have 3 frags, well actually 4, because I got another little tiny piece that I broke up over there in that fret rack. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Try to save it, or I could always remove it from there and dip it and see if that can fix it. It's growing. It keep growing. And it has skin, but not a healthy skin. I like this one a lot. But they grow slow. That one grows super freaking slow. And my dandruff. You see, I was wondering why that head, because at one point had the skeleton exposed, but the head was still alive. And now the head grew on top of the skeleton again, but I just noticed a bubble algae between that polyp. So that's probably why. You thought you was gonna escape from me, huh? This one turned green instead of yellow, so hopefully we could turn it back yellow again. This coral don't grow ever since I got it. Can you guys believe this is how much? And I'm sorry, Petco, but you need to hire people to know what they're doing. So that's an acro, right? And I bet you said aura, either just, I don't know, green stag or whatever that is, or green acro. This got sold to me as a devil's hen leather coral. Wow. Said what? For real? That's what it is? I was just I was playing with it, like acting like I was so excited. For real? I've been looking for that coral, man. Wow. And just $25? Wow, I love it. Bag it up, bag it up. I'm gonna take it home for my tank. That's the piece that I'm missing. It was beige when I got it. Completely beige. That's probably he thought it was a devil's hen. Maybe it's a devil's hen acro, right? And he probably said devil's hen leather. I don't know. Who am I to know name of corals? Oh, I'm gonna kill that mosquito. But that's, yeah, and I saw it, right? A devil's hen leather. I got it. So bag it up. I'm taking it home. What other coral got sold to me as a wrong thing? Let me see. I know it was another one. I think it was the Zoa that I let go already. The guy trying to, it was another place. This was other place. And the guy goes to me, oh, those are outer chaos. I said, bro. That's not outer chaos. Do you know what outer chaos look like? Oh no, that's what somebody told me. That's why I'm just telling you. So no, don't say what somebody else told you. Do your research first before you tell people that that's that. Ain't that crazy how you go to this place and they see you buying Petco, all Petco, all this PetSmart, and they treat you like you don't know what you're doing, or you don't know nothing about fish keeping until you show them your tank. That's how it was for me at one Petco. Every time I used to go there, and they see me buying like cleanup crew, they see me buying fish, they see me buying this, buying that. I say, you know that you gotta do this, you know you gotta do that. You get, until I show them my tank. The minute I show them my tank, that wasn't the conversation no more. Every time they see me, oh, and they have people around, show them your tank, show them your tank. Crazy stories. Ugh. But yeah, that's my devil's hen leather coral. You see, complaining that you're not blue, and look at you, you blue already. Achoo. And BK Chick is blue also. Come on. Now you blue and bulb. Chip. haven't missed nobody, right? Nobody came through while I was away. No, just be a chick. The Rick and Kenny, boom, boom. Okay, we good. Yeah, man. Some places are crazy. They have a bunch of people there working. I didn't say John Silva. Yes, I did. I said what's cooking. I remember. Reef in the building. Hi, baby. Ah, you see, I almost you got me thinking earlier as the day. I forgot John again, but I remember saying what cooking. Definitely, we know more than them, bro. It's crazy. It's crazy. You know, some of them, do have a little bit of knowledge, but mostly it's old people that work there. Older people, not old people, older people. But still, when they see your tank, they be like, whoa. Now, now I get treated different because before sometimes I don't when I want a coral I really don't care about the price that much. Depend. Then again, depend. But when something's overpriced, yes, I do care about that. When you could find let's say something that online or maybe at a different LFS, you will get it for like $60, $50. You go to this places like this stores or name brand stores, for not to say no more names, and they price things. The prices are crazy. I went to one where they had a plate coral, an orange one, for like $90, just a regular one. When I bought one that was like blue with a green ring around there, green tips on the little hairs, for $30. What, $90 for that one? What the freak? I seen corals there that they still there ever since I started reefing. Halfway dead, but they still there. I just saw that. Rifki in the building.
Tu suegra te mandó comida.
Yeah.
Para mí no.
No.
No, just for you.
Nice.
Yeah. Very.
She's jealous. Stop being jealous.
Pretty much. She did it in front of your mom.
Mommy's gonna be jealous too.
Yeah. She was gonna make you gazpacho, but she didn't have time.
What she got?
My mother in there? I don't even know. I'm gonna check. I didn't even.
Oh, so it's a surprise food.
It's not big that it don't smell like
I
that.
know. Maybe arroz con salchicha? David Jimenez, what up? What's going on, pa?
Oh, I did that in the wrong way. Let me shut this off.
For real. For real, Mr. D. Yo, no, and you know what gets me mad? Like, really mad. That you want to do the best for the coral, they know what you have at home, and they don't give you a discount or nothing. I said, bro, like, come on. I want to save that coral. That coral look good, but it look like it's dying, so let me take it home. Oh, Bianca. What bacalao?
None for me. Yep.
Nice. You jealous?
I'll call her right now.
That's what gets me mad, bro. That you see the coral dying, you be like, yo, how much for that coral? Oh, Papa, $90. But bro, it's almost dying. Can I get a discount? Oh, I can. So what? They rather see the thing die than sell it to you. That pisses me off. That pisses me off, like big time. Everything looking great. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Like I've been saying, even though things look good, couple hiccups here and there.
Like my mouse. Autism.
Where?
Autism.
Autism?
Yeah, that's the thing for
Yeah.
autism.
Oh, I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you saw that video of that kid on, I think it was Sam's Club.
Here?
I don't know. They posted, I think Molusco posted it. I don't know if you guys saw that video of that kid with, I think that's why he had autism. And he climbed on the rail where they have all the TVs, and he started knocking them all down. And he was celebrating every time he knocked one down. No, but this one was more. No, worse. Worse. Like he's all like he thought like he was invincible.
Gabby pulled out a knife on my brother.
Yeah, but you could have a conversation with this kid. He's always like, you know, making faces and. For real. Yeah, that was crazy. They was trying to catch the TVs, but they were huge, like 72 inches TV. I saw that, yeah, Mr. DK saw it, yeah, man, that was crazy. I was like, whoa. But, you know, now the question, are they gonna make the parent pay for it? They can't, man. They can't, I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, because for that kid to get up there, like the parents has to be not paying no attention whatsoever. And how he climbed up there. Like how he escaped from his parent and climb up there. That was crazy. I felt bad for all those TVs. They catch one though. It broke, but they catched it. That was crazy though. I was cracking up. Yep, me too, cause he was celebrating. That was fire. You can find it on Instagram. That's where I saw it. I don't know how you put it. I should have.
Yeah. It's okay. I'll find it. Probably on TikTok.
Yeah, maybe.
TikTok.
Yeah. How long have your tank been running? All right, so this complete system here, so it's 2 tanks together, is being running the system itself, not corals, rock, and stuff like that. About a year since I plumb everything, I filled it up with water. But rocks and corals, some been running for 2-3 years, some 8+ years. Sand has been with me for the longest, so some corals are really old. They've been with me for a long time. They haven't outgrown the tanks because, you know, trial and errors. But now I'm being more responsible with it, and things are thriving. Got the right lighting for it, right flow in it. I got the right test kits, doing my regular maintenance, and things are working in my favor for the most part. Thank you for coming through, KP. Yeah, man. Handle. Yeah, and a lot of these corals, I had them since they were tiny little frags. I mean, one example is this one here. This one is a crazy one, cause you can see right on top, that little lump on top. That's how big it was. Then I put it on a disc, and then I grew the disc. Then I put it on a big tile. Let me see, one of these tiles like that. So that's that in the third, no, the second, yeah, third layer. Then this other layer here, the bigger one, that was when it was on the glass when I had the tank bare bottom. And all this new growth here is now on top of the sand. It's crazy. But that's how tiny it was. It looked like a, no, not like a heart, but that little top part. Tiny, tiny. My mandarin. He's hungry. When he's hanging around this corner is when he's hungry. Okay, papi, I feed you. I feed you now. Wait. Give me 1 second, papi. I feed you now. All right. Symbiotic relationship. The mandarin and the stick. That's the symbiotic relationship. He eats pellets, by the way. Remove the top. Come this way. I'm gonna throw the pellets here. Nope. Look at this, guys. Back up. Oh, no. Oh, this way. Yep. You know. Yep, this way. Come on. Go to your corner. Come on, my guy. You gotta follow the orange stick, bro. You don't got no space there to eat, and these guys are not gonna let you eat in that corner. Alright. No. You guys back up. You guys ate already. Back up. No, back up. It's time for the mandarin to eat. No, back up. You see the mandarin eat pellets while I protect them with the with the orange stick. This is crazy. Back up. Yo. Back up. Who won it? Back up. Let them in there eat. You guys ate already, man. Let him eat first. Yeah, this is things that you gotta go through. He loves his pellets. Yummy. Back up. You guys want some pellets? Come in this corner. So he's in that corner, you guys gonna come to this corner. Right here. Eat those. Go. Look, over there. They're falling over there. Yummy. There you go. Bro, you can like 3 pellets at once. Back up. The corals grow just fine on the sand. I have a chalice on the sand, and I'm always wondering how it's gonna do. Yeah. Uh, to the membrane, I see him he carry marine pellets. Let me see if the S, so small. He loved this ones. Well, I gotta be controlling this fish with the stick, is I didn't have the clowns here. The clowns were in a quarantine tank. The nasal, it's a story behind the nasal. And then the angelfish, I had him in the 40. Now he's over here because he was nipping at some corals. So I didn't have to go through all this effort, but for me to be able to have him eat, I gotta do all this every night. Fight with this fish, keep him away from him. And he's not that scared to the stick. He loves the stick. He knows that's his friend.
Hey, so somebody to send you the video. We can find it.
You can find it? No, puppy, 2 more. You want more? This is the best thing I have ever seen. Ah, thank you. It's not a way to, if I go to my history on Instagram. No?
Erica saw it, but
She saw it too? Oh. It has to be on YouTube already.
I looked, but I don't know if I put it right.
Key Slam TV's store in a store. Let's see if I find it. Come on, no. Let's see. Back up. You put Sam's Club? Yeah. It has to be a store like that. That's what it looked like to me. Like Sam's Club. I'm trying to find it here. You gotta look through the whole history. Let me see. I think I saw a Mollusca page. He's done eating. No, but I'm looking at his page right now. I don't see it. Yeah, I don't see it in his page either. All right. Flow back on. Tap back on. I don't want no jumpers. And I'm just trying to get a nitrate reading out of some nitrate, and it's still 0. Wow. Just give it a couple of days so it don't creep up on you too fast. How much you dosing on it? I will do a meal every other day. I don't know if a meal is too much, but well, also depend on the water volume. Yeah, I'll be doing some crazy. One time I dosed by mistake. I dosed 10 mils of no pox, and I said, shoot, I thought I was dosing alkalinity. So then I said, damn. So now I gotta add 5 and 5 or nitrates back in the water. So that's what I did. I added like 8 mils of each back in the water, so I could fight with the no pox. That's the way I said, okay, so I added this much, let me throw this much so I could fight those bacteria. It's crazy. Things that we do. I think 1 meal treats 26 gallons. Yeah, but how much does a race it? Let me see, I got the bottle here. So the Neo Nitro says meal or product to add a sample to rate the concentration of nitrogen 75 gallon aquarium by 0.5. Uh, 4.7 mils, or about a capful is 5 mils. So the calculation is 75 gallons times 0.5 times 0.1261 equals 4.7. So it's about a cup full, and a cup full is 5 mils. Allow 24 hours to elapse. So yeah.
You have to see this.
So 5 mil raises 5 ppm.
When I left to church.
Mm-hmm. That was. Oh my god, that cat is something else.
He's cute.
I gotta go see Lefty.
You have to.
Yeah, I have to. Yeah. You can stay here. I'll go by myself.
Negative. That kind.
I go by myself. No
No, you're
worry.
not.
I'm just gonna do an hour and a half like yesterday. Rainer.
You don't go anywhere by yourself, and I don't go.
Joe, Oscar. Unless you wanna go for me. I know, baby.
Hey, but why you didn't tell me when I was?
Cause I didn't like, that's not your job,
True.
you know, and I'll be feeling bad whenever I do that. So 5 mils raises 5 ppm, 0.5 ppm.
In your head.
Yeah, I mean one full meal, so do 10 mils. So at least you get one ppm. Maybe you get a reading, and you do have a 75 gallons, right? And this reefing stuff crazy, right? All the stuff that we gotta learn. We freaking become biologists, marine biologists. Shoot, if we would have put this much effort in high school, we would have went through college and we'd be freaking millionaires right now. The same effort that we put to a reef tank, we would have put it on school. We'd be freaking rich.
You're so cute.
Yeah, Should said my tank is taking me to school right now. Yep. They do take us to school, man. Like I was saying earlier, man. Mine, I think Oscar was right. You know, all the little changes I did with this, with the salt, and that wasn't the only change I did. Also, the cut washer, going back and forth, using two different ones. So yeah, crazy, but we love it. Going through it, Oscar. But I saw the ICP test, man. That thing wasn't bad at all. The ICP test didn't look bad to me. I think you can fix those with water changes. And you gotta throw some multicaps in there, man, to lower the magnesium. I know you don't want to, but he's saying he's doing so hard. He is. No, he's saying it's on another level. Yeah, water changes corrects a lot of things. Yeah, yeah. We're looking through. Do you run a test on the RODI water too? Look at this too. The carpenter ass going around in circles, or the yellow rash. Watch him, watch him, watch him. Like a shark. He's behaving like a shark. You know he's about to go to sleep in a minute. Look at one of my classes, those. I love these. No, we just need a Hana bromine checker. Nah, in time, I bet you they're gonna come out with all those checkers, man. They're gonna test everything. I'd be pleased if they do the magnesium now. I don't know if they do have it. I don't think they have it. But I would love that one. Magnesium to be as easy as same thing with the calcium one. Be as easy as all these tests. Hell yeah, man. What would be nice, just one thing, one test kit that tests everything. That one would be nice. ICP-10 in your hand. It tells you everything. Instead of sending them to a lab and you just dip it, take it out, and test. Run the test. Edition in the future, that's how it's gonna be. In the near future. Comfortable now?
Feel like I can run a marathon.
So I ran a test.
Oh, what is that?
Oh man. It's called animal control.
There's a whole bunch of them out there. Because
Yeah, but the light's its own.
but it has the bug thing.
Hey, but if the light is on, that light is more powerful than the blue light. And if you look inside, that thing is full.
But is that how we're gonna clean it?
I don't know. You should have thought about it before you bought it.
Now I'm gonna clean.
No, it's a fly inside the house. No, we got a fly inside the house.
Look at that.
Hell
You
yeah.
wanna see it become powdered?
It will like some. I would like something like the Soul
Watch.
Aqua Check for seawater. Yeah, definitely.
It becomes powder.
Come on, don't kill the
Watch.
monsters.
It becomes powder. Watch. It goes poof. That's what I said. Watch. And poof.
Look what you doing, man. Look what she doing. She just killing bugs.
This is the powder.
She went outside to grab that bug. That's messed up. Yeah.
Listen.
Ah, that stinks.
She's a big one.
Yeah, but what are you growing in here?
To show you. You don't want to get out.
Oh, we got that smell in here. Yeah. All right,
You
guys.
want to get beat up on a live?
Overkill beetle.
So I have to come back and eat my ice cream.
Definitely, bro. Definitely. We need to start a reefer collective video stream soon. I haven't checked, man. I've been lazy. I told MB Reef that I was gonna check the thing on the computer, and I haven't been able, man. Lazy, being lazy. Well, guys, I'm gonna cut it tonight because I gotta step out and gotta hit the store real quick and get ready for bed. If I feel like coming back live, I will go live again. No, because I still gotta do a couple things. I gotta frack that side faster and the chalice maybe. But thank you for coming through. Everybody, like always, man, much love for staying, listening to my rambling, to, what was his name? Sorry, I'll be forgetting too quick. David Jimenez, thank you for coming through, if you're still watching. So thank you. I'm always here every night, 8 o'clock, like clockwork. Always showing the tank what I do at nighttime to it. Most of the time it's just rambling and feeding the fish and talking what happened throughout the day. So, and reef cube bothering me. What was, oh, I got another one from yesterday. What was the one from yesterday?
Yesterday.
She did something else, guys. She did something else. Let me see if I remember real quick before I finish the stream. Put you on the spot.
I was bothering you while you were sleeping? Huh?
No. Damn, I forgot. I was gonna put her on the spot, man.
I was gonna put you on the spot too today.
What was it? Damn, I forgot. For next time. If I remember, I'll go live again, put her on blast. But nothing, guys. Thank you. Have a great night. Stay safe, like always. Keep up. Meow, Fitropico. I'm just leaving, my brother. So nothing. Have a good night. See you guys in the next live. See you guys. Damn, I forgot what you said.